Washington Commanders.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The Lions defense ready to go to work following a poor performance in the loss last week. Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I do not own no rights. Nothing.
Bro, why you gonna lie?
Bro, I'm
They'll
going
come
live
up
with
now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Bro.
Throwing now is Wentz. Thomas has got it. Complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not
all I
going to be
heard
able to
was
disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football.
Goddamn
let's face it, we've done
Jimmy
a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out.
Not to take him for granted, but it was business as usual for Terry McLaurin, up over 1,000 yards for the 2nd straight year. Now he gets to work with Carson Wentz in Washington and may be the best receiver Wentz has had to throw to in his entire 7-year career. That connection yields a first down with that throw.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that makes you save points on the board when this drive is over.
Come on, Johan.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll run for it with Robinson, and this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And that could be a major momentum swing. The Detroit defense back onto the field. They just got the benefit of a beautiful punt a moment ago. So this offense backed up down by their own goal line to start this possession. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I don't care who you put on him. he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
So
as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
Carson Wentz wants to shoot.
And the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here.
Yeah, damn, I got 96 packs to open. What the
fuck? They're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebackers.
Oh, boy, shit, I'm about to open this shit tonight.
Getting all the way downfield with their blocking. Which helps keep them
and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many...
No, it wasn't Silver.
No, it was Mike Hughes.
The Lions defense back out there.
I love Jake Money, man. I might not make it. This nigga catch everything. Oh, contested or not.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Oh, yeah. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Catch everything.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure
just
that
put
was
it near him, bro.
His catch was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 21 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And some room to run now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
That nigga just fumbled at the one.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
The Detroit defense back onto the field. They'll try to force the stop here in the 2nd quarter of what's been a scoreless game to this point. Wentz now on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Now Wentz. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Throwing is Wentz. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
A lot of joy, didn't it?
No, you just did a comeback, but I thought it was a little bit closer than what it was. And then didn't score. Oh no, they still got to go second goal.
Look, that's what started going.
Second down and goal. Wentz, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You got the ball in his lap. He's about to be
the Lions defense back out there. They've been hastily brought back out following the fumble a moment ago, and now they have to defend a short. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Wentz now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame. The Detroit defense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Wentz going to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field. The Lions defense back out there. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we come upon halftime with our score. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. The Detroit defense back onto the field. And they're going to need to start slowing this offense down. They trail here 3rd quarter as this drive gets underway. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Wentz now on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. A third down gain of 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 22, Wentz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The Lions defense back out there. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Being chased out left. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple.
The Detroit defense back onto the field. And they're getting into must-stop territory. Down a couple of scores here in the 4th as this next drive gets underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And spins away. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. Now Wentz. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, Wentz. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Once again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. From the red zone now, Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Robinson. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, Wentz. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
I'm stuck in the house tomorrow. I'm deleting the shit out of this.
Man, you got a fucking terabyte. You can be stuck in the house tomorrow. Your ass about it backwards.
The Lions defense back out there.
I don't know,
Big, hey, listen. I don't think you understand. When 23 come out, you don't have a choice. We're gonna need 5, just like we need 5 for the reg. You gonna play?
He'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
They finally put this shit on the game.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
5 on 5.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
No
doubt those are the
wrestling rings they're looking for here, side by side, surrounded by a big-ass cage. Two niggas started the match, one from each team. The other 4 niggas from each team are locked in a little cage and are released like every 3 minutes. I think they release it to the match, one at a time. So like it'll be 2-on-1, and then 2-on-2, and then 3-on-2, and then 4-on-3 until everybody come out. Right? You can't pin nobody until everybody get in the ring. Real life, everybody just sitting there beating the shit out of each other until somebody get in the ring. Then it's one pin, so whoever pinned, that team wins. So niggas will be breaking shit up left and right. You can't get out the ring. You can't get out. You trapped in a cage. 10 niggas trapped in that big ass cage. Nigga. Hey, Vic, this shit about to be damn. Hey, hold up.
They rally up to stop him short of the marker. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down.
I
apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short.
With all the
yes,
NWO
they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first
And then they beat the
down.
shit out the old head wrestler and shit, almost killed his ass. DDP was in there, bro.
That's cool. Triple H made this matchup.
So it's the Commanders who come away with a win. And the guy leading the way, CD, their quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, he really had this offense firing on all cylinders. So let's count up some of the numbers. He went for well over 200 yards.
You know what I found out the other day? The nigga Chris Jericho has been in the motherfucking, no, not Chris Jericho, Triple H. The fucking elimination chamber match, bro. This nigga that made 2 matches.
So for
2 lit-ass matches.
It was a great all-around performance.
He made one on while he
still
still was wrestling.
with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia
That's
Eagles.
why he the better than most of
Meanwhile,
Was
for
it
Detroit,
that
they'll drop to 0-2.
Shawn Michaels?
Huh?
Wasn't he running one of them leagues at a certain point?
Nah,
Like the general manager?
So he was running NXT for a minute. He was like but now he running whole WWE. Triple H in charge of the whole creative, all that shit. And Shawn Michaels running NXT. DX is literally running the WWE right now. Shit came full circle.
Crazy. Right,
That shit lit as fuck. And I heard The Rock trying to buy WWE. So nigga, that shit about to be
They got the bread.
all over again, nigga. As soon as he found out which one
got
was
it.
selling. You selling WWE? Let me get that.
Facts.
Man, I hope he if I'm on this stuff. I'm on, bro.
You said I need pods.
Oh yeah, I forgot.